Hello, everyone. Welcome to K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. We've got Toronto facing Los Angeles. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Lowry. Then it's DeMar Carroll. And it's DeRozan in at the 2 guard.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because that just settles you down a little bit.
And here's Lowry after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Thompson with it outside. George. Paul outside. Passes it to George. Cousins against Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And oh, here we go. DeRozan. Nobody back.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And Paul gets it to go in.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. On the wing, Thompson takes a 3. And Scola pulls it down. Outside DeRozan. Lowry has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto on defense. Here's Thompson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here is Lowry. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Scola kicks to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Paul goes in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Toronto trails by 3. Now Lowry. And it's Carroll in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Paul with the ball. Luis Scola covering. Nowitzki kicks to Paul. And stolen by Scola. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here is Lowry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Carroll, no one around him. And again, Toronto, no luck.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And Thompson kicks to Paul. Nowitzki a screen. Off the screen. No good from Cousins.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Up top, Valanciunas. The pass to Carroll. To the middle, here's Scola. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for DeMar Carroll. Ross, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Biombo is checked in for Toronto. He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
1:53 left to play in the first. Now here's Joseph, covered by Irving. Johnson in the corner, expanding his range. And again, no good by Toronto. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Corver, and stolen by Biombo. Johnson with it, guarded now by Duncan. Johnson with a screen on Howard. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Irving dishes to Butler. And here's Corver from the arc. That's good. Corver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Irving with the steal. And here they go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The free throws drop for Corver. Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in.
At the line for 2.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. We'll see.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
To the inside, Ross. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ross has got his first basket.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Butler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Green. Hits from the high post.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Ross on the wing.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with DeRozan. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Toronto trails by 8. And it's Lowry penetrating. DeRozan in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Toronto. Paul kicks to Thompson. And here's George for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside DeRozan. Screened by Valanciunas. Patterson passes to Lowry. Some solid D from Paul.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Green dishes to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Cousins. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Carroll kicks to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Green against DeRozan. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Thompson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And he could be the guy to put this little quick breather.
Yes, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and and get themselves back on track.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Cousins. Nowitzki comes in for Green, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Thompson. And Toronto also making a switch. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And here's Lowry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Los Angeles now. It's George on the wing. DeRozan defending. Nowitzki, no good. Toronto trails by 8. Outside DeRozan. Scola sets a screen for DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Paul passes to Duncan. Kicks to Beal. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's George. No luck. Excellent D there for Scola. Toronto with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Another miss by DeRozan.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Paul dishes to Beal. Duncan outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Duncan. Anthony comes in for George. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Paul. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for DeMar Carroll. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph
Down there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And he gets it to go.
Great move to the hoop on that one there. He didn't let his height disadvantage dictate that matchup.
And Joseph kicks to Biyombo. Ross on the wing. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Here's Irving. 6 points for him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Luis Scola. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Kyrie Irving.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Joseph. He dishes it to Ross. Hits it from three-point range. Ross has got 7 now in this quarter. Irving with it. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean,
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
and that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Paul kicks to George. Pass to Cousins. Here's Nowitzki, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update now on George. Doris, what's his status?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. He told me that it doesn't look too serious.
Okay, Doris, sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Well, hopefully that's the case, Kevin, and he'll be back before long.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Scola, no luck.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Thompson outside, inside, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For Los Angeles, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The first one falls.
DeMarcus Cousins.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Toronto trails by 13. Lowry drives in. Outside DeRozan. Scola sets a screen for DeRozan. To the paint, Valanciunas. And nothing is falling for him right now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Paul passes to Cousins. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. George dishes to Nowitzki. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Paul kicks to George. No good on the 3. Toronto trails by 13. Left side Lowry. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Screen by Scola. DeRozan passes to Scola. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Timeout call.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cousins. Jimmy Butler comes in for George. And Irving subbed in for Chris Paul. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Biombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. Ross is checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Joseph dishes to Ross. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Patterson. Feeds it to Ross. Here's DeRozan. Again, Toronto.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Irving kicks to Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Duncan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Toronto also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Joseph, the pass to Ross. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And stolen by Patterson. Ross dishes to Joseph. Toronto working the ball around now. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Ross.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Los Angeles, they have been coming through at the charity streak. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Outstanding foul shooting in this game, and that confidence can be infectious. They're taking care of business on the charity stripe.
Anthony's checked in for Los Angeles. And Patterson kicks to Ross. Dishes to Biyombo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Now, here's Joseph. He's covered by Irving. The feed to Ross. Goes up the baseline, and it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 13. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Assistant Kyrie Irving.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Joseph, the pass to Patterson. Johnson outside. Patterson, the screen. For 3, Ross. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And that's 15 points now for Terrence Ross. Now, here is Irving. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, DeRozan out there with Lowry, then it's Scola, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. And Valanciunas penetrating.
DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first personal foul. At the line, Jonas Valanciunas.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. No good on the second free throw.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
That free throw good from Thompson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Scola dishes to Lowry. And Cousins kicks to George. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Thompson passes to Cousins. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break, Toronto. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot maker.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Down low. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
DeRozan passes to Scola. Toronto trails by 14. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lowry, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Irving's checked in for Chris Paul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Scola with a clean look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Scola's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Make it two hands for safe. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 12 on the basket from DeRozan. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Thompson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
You got to respect a player who can knock down shots like that, even with the defense right up in his jersey.
Here's DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
The starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Klay Thompson. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Irving against Lowry. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. Irving can't get it to go. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Deep 2 from Carroll. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Thompson outside. The 3. It's good.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.